Dun, 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 dun. Right? Yeah. There you go. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. We're back at the lake, but I can't walk on it now because I'll slip and die. Today's video is how to meditate. Okay, I'll get this video started before my camera dies. How to meditate. This is how I go about my meditations. Not to follow exactly what I do, but this is pretty basic for beginning. So first, what you want to do is find somewhere relatively quiet. Nature, your backyard, front yard, you know, relatively quiet and peaceful. If not, calm meditation music with wired earbuds and/or a blindfold can help, but not necessary. Remember, becoming patient and at peace comes with practicing in the noise. So some noise is good. Eventually you should meditate with nothing, just straight sitting down raw. The silence comes from within. So start with either on your back or sitting down. I recommend sitting so it's less likely that you fall asleep. Also, I recommend sitting on the floor against a wall or use a pillow if necessary. Eventually move to hard surfaces, which is more like nature. Um, Also, don't hesitate to scratch or move to a more comfortable position, but always come back to self and stillness. Once you are comfortable, close your eyes and start with being aware of the breath. Yo, what's going on with the ice? The ice be making sounds. It's crazy. Look, kind of cool. Stop distracting me, bro. Anyway, begin with being aware of the breath and how your body reacts to each inhale and exhale. With each inhale, bring awareness to the front of your head, forehead, your third eye. Um, and with each exhale, feel the body fall into calmness and stillness. Eventually, you'll find yourself breathing less and less and holding the exhale for longer. Now that you're in a calmer state, you can start to play around with awareness. I like to scan my body from head to toe. Like, I literally imagine a line going from the top of my head down to my toes. Um, and then I'd imagine myself touching my head, parts of my head, um, doing that with your hands, and touching every inch of your body, starting simple, just like the head, and then going down to your neck, your shoulders, and then eventually you can start getting more in depth, like your nose, like the tip of your nose, your ears, your ear tips, getting more and more detailed with where you're touching your body with your imaginary hands, or I should say your light body. Um, After a while, you should be able to hold the actual meditation phase, which is considered the no mind state, where you just are. I have a meditation video on explaining what it is. Looking back at it, it's not the best, but it's kind of what came out in the moment. But you will enter the no thinking phase, the no mind phase, where you just are. Kind of like this. You hear things in the distance, but you're just kind of here. Um, you know, it's good stuff. Not every meditation session will be the same, as our days aren't always the same and carry different experiences, which brings in different emotions. But that's where the want for the discipline comes in. Being able to just be in the moment helps manage your day to day life. Every day you meditate is another rep, another session that you learn yourself. A lot of emotions will show up. Oh, that's a big crack. That's a big crack right there. A lot of emotions may show up. A lot of random thoughts will appear, but that's completely normal as your body is not used to not thinking. So remember, if you find yourself falling for those thoughts and begin to get emotional, just take one deep breath in and start again. That repetition will eventually become less and less frequent. I know right now this may seem like a lot, or it's hard to understand, but trust me, if you want to find out, you shall find out. Um, you'll find a way. That's what I'm trying to say. Be patient with yourself, and eventually you'll understand what you're feeling and start to understand what meditation is to you. Hopefully you enjoyed and got something out of this video. One thing that I forgot to mention, a couple things. Well, download all those clips. Let's see. One, the more you do this, the faster you'll fall into the no mind phase, where you can just close your eyes and be there. It's pretty nice. Um, I've been seeing it happen um, since I started meditating, which is way before, like 20 December, around December 2. Feel free to follow your intuition. Do what your soul guides you to do in these meditations. This video is just as a blueprint for you to work off of. The third thing is, because I was just meditating, meditating combined with fasting, a whole different thing. The mental clarity, you'll be able to fall into the no mind state a lot faster. And yeah, you'll start to see whoop-de-woos and colors and auras. You can usually do that, normally, and you can still see them a bit. But fasted, obviously, there's a lot more mental clarity because you haven't had any food for, however long. For me, it's been over 26 hours. Um, Last time I had food was on Saturday around 10:30 to 11 p.m. It's about to be 12:43, so by the time I'm finished making food, it's gonna be like 1. So you do the math there. Wow. With that being said, focus on yourself, take care of yourself, and remember, do good, feel great, and aspire to elevate. I got a little bruisey on my eye, but that's a story for a different time. And yeah, go meditate and hope you find peace within.